the case. So I think we're going to have a brawl on our hands today, and we're kicking it off on Sunset.
It's a real litmus test for both of these squads, and kicking it off with a bit of pace. We expect this
Sage on Sunset is kind of
taking control over this A site, and it looks like that control is going to be given up. EDG can tend to play a retake. There's going to be a wall to break on the way through.
Yeah, the team liquid. Yeah, the team liquid capsule, bro. Out. Out from EDG.
Definitely going to be more of an irritation. Now EDG have held on to a lot of utility as they now look to set back into this retake.
Yeah, a lot of stuff still to work with. That nade already going out to clear an angle. It's allowed them to focus towards the site. But Munyet does well to still grab one.
Wow, the right click supremacy, bro.
Now catching multiple kills on nobody. It's left all down to Devi, emerging from the smoke. He's only good for one.
Let's go.
To EDG. PRX have decided to pull through a lot of shares.
Oh wow, that knife.
They haven't got a lot to brawl with. Open fights should favor their opponents unless the numbers advantage come through. And we are seeing the exact same strat from them, same run through. This time, we're not going to get a Sage wall down to block off, so it could be even easier for EDG to fight their way back through.
Also,
they're playing so slow because उनको rifle नहीं देना है PRX को. If they get PRX, they can dominate easily. So आराम से time लेके खेलेंगे. What the fuck, Munyet?
They have managed to at least find themselves a kill, but they need to get so much.
That's sad.
Even dying to a blast back, and Devi, his late lurk may not be expected.
Satchel, bro.
By such a ridiculous amount of time, and it isn't going to be happening.
That Satchel got him, lol.
The spike does towards one part of the map, gambling that if they take A, they'll play the retake. Obviously, they've got some very well-drilled retakes lined up for us, and I think here's where we're going to get to see, you know, this is nasty.
What?
It's expecting to see something from EDG, but they might not have much of a chance if they expect this one.
I was not knowing this. Hello.
For sure. Maybe even a second now they know his tricks. It's time to fade down.
Oh, they're gonna have to look for that every single round. In the meantime, though, the rest
मेरे
of
को
the
ये
team is
पता नहीं था ये कर सकते हैं भाई.
Devi up close already doubles up their advantage, not allowing
Without flash आएगा.
to even really begin. Leaving just a couple remaining, and while the potential of flawless might be gone, but it is damn clean.
That was insane. I never seen player doing that thing, bro. Boys, take notes. Grim boys, take note. They're so addicted to A side, bhai. B side एक ही बार गया है, bro.
So they don't throw the flash early. They sneak up on A. They play it slow. But EDG have rotated in. Just look at that mini map. 4 players very close by. Can on the way, and they've made the right read. The info denial as well. They know there's one player towards spawn on the side of PRX. That's not enough to really make a move. Devi is disgusting. He's making a lot of dangerous plays. This round,
that wall was ass.
No, if they can get the
that wall was ass.
Especially that would be an extra pain that they have to deal with. Also, every player being revealed, no hidden lurks can really be happening. Paranoia is good, but nobody's actually able to capitalize off their counter flashes. Just a little bit too late. Just a couple remaining. Mindfreak has been able to bring back the deficit a little bit.
Oh my god, kya?
Popping head after head, but it gets a little shaky. Leaves it onto something in the 1 versus 1. Hold on in that 2 versus 4. PRX, but probably not something they'll...
the best part is he was already didn't go deep enough. Devi good for 1. That's
kill overconfident भाई एक साथ घुस गए सारे.
If you're PRX, I
mean, वो भी individual fight ले रहे हैं ना.
In the last round, but well, it looks like Can will be dropped again. Something tagged, low HP on Mindfreak. And they know where both of these players are.
Timing!
It seems to be a formality at this point, unless something has an incredible 3K up his sleeve. That was one of the most audacious changes in pace
He's on one
in a long time.
shield.
Think about how PRX has been playing so far. It's been slow, default, normal.
Back him up. It's not a round I expect EDG to win in, but it is one that carries a lot of danger on the side of PRX because we've seen before.
EDG looking so cool right now. मतलब इतना aggressive नहीं, कुछ नहीं, chilled भाई, chilled खेल रहे. That wall. Manya, that wall, bro. What the heck?
The point of contact in almost every single round.
Even he was surprised. बताओ 4 second भी देख रहा है. अरे भाई क्या wall है ये?
Well, PRX don't want to allow that to happen again.
Yeah, with Devi finding a kill, popping a heal on his teammate as well, everyone's sitting pretty, and there's still some util to play with. Going through that Viper's pit, being on low HP with the Sheriff is the only thing worse than having to take that fight out in the open when there's this many rifles on the other side.
अरे वो बहुत अरे सही जगह पे एम कर रहा था वो.
Absorbing some of those shots, even though there's a gap in it.
Smoke
now going to use as they make their way through. There's a TP out of
Oh!
Kill! A real chance for EDG to fight back in this round.
Holy! Is it? Oh.
And it's an op to work with for something. Now the heals come through. That op needs to land its shot. The time already running.
Op is gone. Never mind. Op is gone.
Looks like he'll just about.
Op is gone. Eco hai 650. Op is gone. Thank God. Yeah, round gaya. It's fine. Chodo.
How Dong managed up in these sort of mid-round calls, switching things up each time, and thus far EDG haven't really been able to catch the smoke of PRX.
Well, Mindfreak denied what would have been a terrible thrifty for the PRX side if EDG found it.
Aye.
Nobody's knocking out of here. Not a chance. You had something on the op, win around with a 4K, and close out around in that 1v1. PRX have had a couple swing rounds go their way by a narrow margin.
Timing.
It's been
Mid koi nahi dekh raha. There's no trap.
Beautiful play and good connection
no
from yet. Weaker
sentinels.
weapons for EDG, and now barely any of them left standing. One of the main ones being Haodong, who it looks like Mindfreak has some spidey senses tingling because he knew he was on his way back through.
They picked them apart again. This time the low by not
Oh,
looking
what?
like
क्या? किसे नहीं देखा वो?
Smoggy again. Just trying to catch Smoke. He doesn't even realize where his opponent's gone. Just trying to catch them, and will finally meet his opponent of Mindfreak. It took it long enough to get there. It won't matter. 7-3. PRX after the first couple of rounds have been, well, nobody.
Wow, nobody's trying to be so freaky, bro. To be honest, इतना deep kill रहा, and another guy gone.
Yeah, Paranoia will catch him, but no chance for a trade.
It's not even an ability that gets him out of there. It's literally just the straight up.
Take your knife out and run. It's a huge flank.
There is a lurk waiting.
Nah.
Waiting for the B main aggression, not for the mid push. They weren't expecting this. The timing a little off. The shots didn't land initially, but Munyet's recovered it nicely. Mindfreak down, big player for the side of PRX. He's been going huge in a lot of these rounds.
They're going here
they
again.
have to close it out without him, but it's a 4v2. It's only Chicho and Haodong. Should be easy.
Still in the same spot he paranoid from just moments ago. The initial fight needed to be cleaner. Completely left out on his own. He's had a couple of amazing moments so far, but this would have to be the best of them. And Munyet, no respect, straight through. Leaves it all up to one, and it is dominant. A 9-3 half for PRX coming in onto Sunset.
It's a scary battlefield take on this squad, and for EDG, a slow approach, much different than what we saw from PRX, who leaned heavily on finding open space on the A site, which they did so often. This time PRX are leaving A open, looking more so to fight into middle, and that's exactly where they're going to find that scrap. Already good stuff as the heal comes through. That initial fight almost negated if Forsaken and if Haodong didn't find the kill on something, now the numbers are thin slightly.
He got two,
EDG,
he got
they can
two.
take advantage of this. Same sized map, but less players to defend it.
I'd still feel worried pushing into Mindfreak.
Huge flank. Okay, it's huge flank. You can take at least two now.
There's a good chance they're boxed in.
Pीछे trip okay.
The rest of his teammates sat within this site. Still a paranoia available as well for Munyet. That could cause real issues.
It slowed them down, but they found
what? They are not aware.
They know
Kya?
around here. They've got to deal with him. They want to get this fight.
Wow!
With a beautiful shot and now a crossfire angle.
Wow! तीनों अंदर क्या? Yes, पीछे रहा था फिर भी नहीं देखा.
Sealing the coffin and that control over middle of fight. In fact, onto Chichu seems inevitable as Mindfreak is caught in this corner. There was no way out for him. Good kill by Kankan.
Yeah, that's a big fight to have, because it also gives them a lot of space over onto the site. Outlaw in position and the slow, somewhat deterring the players on the attack. They're going to start falling back, but Devi has now retaken that space, and we'll just wall it off, even if it's just a little piece of
They can jump on wall though, it's easy.
That's something
that can be brought through.
They are now going to start building up, though. The thought on EDG's side is, okay, well, if they've walled this, it probably means there's no one here, and they can get over the top of it.
That's what I was wondering. Like, it seems like that left side's jumpable, but they still hear the sound cue with how close they were. Now, Forsaken hasn't quite managed to get the damage done on the Outlaw, and the flank through by Chichu's being watched. He's beautifully positioned. The jumping Judge wasn't quite anticipated, even still.
Oh, he heard.
And it may well be the only one they find. Both players on 45 HP.
Timing! Arre, bach gaya fir se.
One player, never mind. Divide perfectly dodged that, but not the second time.
Yeah, and on the other side, something has just decided to go for the save, so a good clean start as well. And I do like the fact that even though EDG are down, they're definitely not playing like it. They're taking their time, making sure they clear everything properly, trying to play with the rotations of PRX, and really giving themselves the best possible chance to start what will be a mountain comeback if they manage to do it. For something, it's whether or not he really wants to go for anything here. Financially, the team could afford it. He's already
what the heck?
Fall back, send out, battle back from those mental positions. That won't be a real challenge now. Slow through, and a deep orb. This is PRX telling EDG, we're going to fight for this control over B main in this round.
Yeah, I think it was an adaptation that was needed. Just allowing them to have a lot of this control to late execute has definitely been causing issues. Something. I think he's just jump peeking deep A. Like, his positioning has been able to give them a lot of control, but they are going to look to try and force him back. The drone again being utilized just to try and clear this position.
Nah, yaar, no. Just don't do that.
He's ready for someone to try and take that risk, but it has pulled a player further forward. The problem, though, is that this B main stack up is still here.
Yeah, the second player's not expected, of course.
GG.
Although the poisons might be off,
it's a
still got
GG.
his rifle ready to fight.
GG.
With another death on the board, he's struggled.
Already give up already, yaar. GG.
And with Forsaken dropping nobody,
come on, EDG, next map. You can do that.
Map 2 already on the minds
it's fine.
of EDG. Chichu with another clutch that he
GG's.
won't win. And Mindfreak.
P2C split, bhai. I fucking love split.
Is in my opinion, both teams have started on their better side of this map.
I'm
so it's going to be the
split
first
makes
half
me
might
happy.
actually decide it.
Well, that's it. For
काफी सारे teams ban करती है split को. They don't want to play. But split is pretty good map though. Not gonna lie.
Wall in play. It's going to be popped up, but the main thing drawing my eye is Forsaken. He's got himself a TP moving right up close, where he's already looking to get in towards screens, and while some trouble's brewing.
Wow. Kang bag on raise.
He's only good for 2, but it might be enough. The advantage is theirs, and a pick needs to be found soon from this side.
Easy boys, easy boys.
Alone, though, isn't the best of looks. That spikes down on sight, and he's got 3 players to pick off. No from the shadows either.
Baba, save the classic.
Yeah.
I think the whole team would have to be dead.
And then some.
Here we go. Just hoping to try and find an isolated duel, and it isn't going to be happening.
Finally, भाई 2 match हो गए, 2 map हो गए, 2 map से EDG didn't win any pistol rounds. This is the first pistol round EDG is winning. Okay.
The lurk of something is left to try and pick them off when they do. Kankan walking down, but he's patient. Just wants to tuck up on the box. Spotted. Nade will.
Yeah, a TP.
You'd imagine.
Oh,
he sticks around.
He had a TP though.
Not worried about the numbers that could be rounding the corner. When he gets out, it's Smoggy
got baited.
Trying to cover his retreat.
And they do have to be a little bit careful here, but this is just his chance to farm. Get ever closer to that ultimate.
Let's go, boy.
That something's looking for, and even just an extra player being dropped here could cause a few issues going into the next round. You can see a much more passive sort of crossfire.
Heard that rope sound.
Up that ladder to fight that one together. It's
nice round. Nice round.
Forsaken may just look to try and actually retreat and get an orb here. One off that dimensional drift. I think that's probably the scariest thing with this PRX comp is they've got so much value when it comes to those ultimates. It can almost help the individuals on the other side. Again, this A take. There is a quick wraparound.
Kiska need
to be wary of
Kanka?
nobody looking to try and come in on the flank. This is a round where as well.
That need was
they
ass.
can afford to take some risks with the weaponry that they've got. Munyet though, this might be a nasty surprise. Chichu's found him, and I don't think they're going to expect nobody in the corner. No, it's
oh, bhai, what the fuck? Isne dekh ke chhod diya. What?
It really was.
Whoa! No!
With 3 kills. And now it's just one standing. 10 bullets.
Wow! You just need a sheriff. That's it.
Absolutely decimate PRX.
Destroyed them.
Well, Tom,
Destroyed, bhai. Destroyed.
This is just, it's happening too often now.
He's almost just trying to play with his opponents here.
Well, pressure's on EDG on the way
One,
back through.
two.
Off EDG just that quickly. Khan, I don't know where this guy was the last 2
Oh, he was
maps,
at
but
screen though,
he
right?
certainly turned up.
Oh!
3
Hey!
kills
Go for
already.
that!
Well,
What
it
the
doesn't
fuck?
look too good for
Damn.
PRX. You might think this is
Destroyed
a
in
big
seconds,
goal,
bhai.
but it's not. The weaker weapon on Forsaken, good for 2. Maybe more to be found, but nobody low. He's 90 HP.
Woo!
Another 3. Help! 5 for Forsaken. An ace
What
to
the
put the first
Yeah.
round on the board.
What
for
the
PRX. Unbelievable.
It was a 1v5.
Play of the tournament might be done. Play of the tournament might be over. I can't believe.
I feel like I'm gonna cry.
That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. Other than that, they didn't have any players surviving. And thus the economy is completely in the bin. You can see just the sheer confidence of nobody on this map. Aggressive angles being taken.
Imagine जब वो ऑब ले रहा था ये पॉप मतलब कूद गया. He could have got the 2. दो मिलता उसको. Timing भाई. Timing bro. Manya dead. Dead bro. Headphones भाई. 10-20 का headphone डाला है तू.
This is left of eye alone, and he's being watched.
Jeez.
It's an ambitious thing.
I think after he slowed them down, they've decided to go back.
Look at that damage. When Yet's down to 50 on just the straight spam through those smokes. Mind Freak already dropped. That's a lot lost.
He got full blinded.
Coverage, blocking off
Hell no. Oh, if that dog gets him, he gonna die for sure. Nahi. Imagine.
It's Defy alone.
He got killed by Sky Dog.
To get something done. If they were able to plant that spike, if
Save
they were able
Baba.
to keep eyes towards
200 रुपए रख के क्या करोगे? Save.
Yeah, this might even be a better clutch than what we saw from Forsaken.
I don't know if that exists.
True.
I'll be honest with you.
So much utility though, and they're not in a rush on EDG. That's a big difference.
No, it would take equally the amount of hero power, and they're already just watching. They're ready and waiting. Not going to let that happen twice. Completely different results, but ultimately they're in the lead.
अरे क्यों भाई उनको राइफल मिला है कभी क्या फालतू की टीपी था वो made no sense.
Something taking the space. A hero rifle now in his hand. This time they are playing slightly more aggressively.
What the fuck?
That might be a
क्या?
Device flank this time. Not gonna.
Oh no!
अगदिया दोनों टीम.
But it was just as successful. At least the trade is found, and we're left into a 2 versus 4 with weaker weapons for PRX. This is something way beyond what you could have expected. Forsaken has ult to work with. They need the
jump का आवाज नहीं आया उसे. Come on. No way.
Both players very isolated and spotted. They know where these EDG players are, and on the side of PRX, that's going to let them group up. A brave play from something. It didn't quite work out, but he's got plenty of teams.
भाई come on भाई. जो Omen ने किया बहुत गलत किया भाई. Omen and Viper.
Have that info late round, but it looks like they might be getting something early round. EDG pushing up close.
Not again, bhai. Not again, bro. Just fucking play him. Just play him, bhai. तुमने देखा है as a fucking knob. फिर भी पीक लेना है. Oh, you got two. What?
On the site with Munyet on 70 and the spike in the open. This is going
just
to be very difficult.
Don't no.
That's risky.
Bhai खेलने दे.
Goes peeking in. Howdong's able to close the distance. As you said, he's had a quiet game so far. Showstopper online, but with half HP, Might not be worth popping.
Yeah, this
Munya's
Spectre.
just trying to isolate the angle, find out where his opponent is, and now just standing with rocket in hand, not quite knowing where his opponent's currently coming from. It is a TP into the side.
Oh, yeah. He was on side though.
Plenty of time left.
I saw him TPing on side.
Going to increase that lead to a hard victory.
Side with a very quickened pace, and the A side is their target. It's wide open for PRX with just a Vi holding it. He's got a wall though to play back in.
Well, PRX for the most part, they've been good in their pistols. Didn't go great in the last half, but we'll see if they can get this one over the line. Already losing the control of the site, and nobody is not going to allow any shenanigans.
That's a huge tag.
From the TP of
That's a huge tag.
Now they do have a quick flank. They're ready to sort of surround their opponents, but with something already going down, I believe that was through the smoke.
Something down.
That's not the start PRX were looking for.
Nice fake by Forsaken as well. He put his TP
down,
faked it out, and nobody's gone looking for him. Well, much to his surprise, the player was still there. Oh no! The martyrdom comes into
effect. Wow! Ow! Kaise?
Low HP on a few players though. On both of them, in fact.
Oh, never mind.
The first is his, and 20 HP left on Smoggy. A big play with the.
Nah.
PRX have found the pistol, and this is a lifeline for the defense.
Fucking right click, bro. Fucking right click.
Got him very quickly, but something I wanted to mention is you look at the last couple of times the PRX have played this map with round win incoming.
Sometimes you can't use your own logic because it ain't the same as theirs. Paranoia, nade, and play through them, and yet up close with a Bucky. Okay, this is great value for this weapon. A massively strong angle to play around, and one they're not likely to
rotate immediately. Nah. Thank God,
A is very much open now, so is middle.
Yeah, they've lost something in a very audacious position. I imagine that was with the dash online. Forsaken is now
what?
As well. This
oh, dude! Go for it, go for it, go for it, go for it.
Matchup had a rough start to the series, but has come alive at the perfect time. Dominating, taking over, even with the heals to support him here. Devi under pressure. And he's going to go down.
6-9.
What hope is there? A save is called as Munyet is retrieved the operator. He would very much
chase him! Chase him! Chase him!
You see Forsaken's credits 350, and even that shot from Munyet, it's not as valuable.
Chase him!
And a dent in the economy that is decent.
Time bahut hai bhai, time bahut hai. Chase him, make him lose operator, please.
Sure, it might not be back on B site, but they've cast a wide net, and as this round comes to a close, they'll look to close that net and catch him.
Come on, Munyet! Nah!
About enough, and yeah, indeed. Oh, never mind. Munyet's got it. He's out. He's out.
Let's go! Fuck the rifle, bro. Operator grad, that's big.
Anyways, is going to instead be a bit of a poke by Concon up towards B first, and that is keeping players in position.
Nah, it's a huge flank,
3 players towards B, and it's the fight on Concon that could decide it for Forsaken. If he loses control there, the panic, and they stay on B, but instead, the rotates are underway. The A side is now definitely the target. The info is there, but Devi is so desperately low. He won't be able to hold on.
Low hai,
as they rush
and
into
it's a
the
huge
site,
flank.
Concon realizes he might have been timing, but Forsaken realized that too.
Viper's Pit, though, is definitely going to make things more interesting. Every player within it, at least for the moment. Heals available as well. Nobody won't be able to help himself, but he can help everybody else. Utility-wise, not a whole lot
saw
to
him.
His
shorty was visible. Yeah, his shorty was visible.
He's going to have to ace it for them to take this round, and now he's ready and waiting as he looks to wrap back around. Wow, 9 times out of 10 they lose the round. He is the sole defender of this A site right now, with a little bit of support coming. Showstopper for Concon could put the end to him, but it looks like he just wants to take a firefight.
Oh hell no. No, no. Thank God, bhai.
Ahead of him, finding the kill. Forsaken flash to work with TP towards screens. He's going to try to get the kill. No, in fact, he's not. The flash is just used as he falls further back. And now here comes the big old rocket. Forsaken's dodged it nicely. Spray good
what
for something. The rolling thunder going up towards heaven. It's not caught the players. The site is under threat. Something maneuvers around and jumps into Concon.
Wow.
Eventually he'll fall with
2v2.
Forsaken on
Around
another.
se khelo, bro.
And low
No
HP on
pressure.
Smoggy. The spike on the A side.
Please.
And a very tough one for them to retrieve. They don't know where that second player is, but they
let's go.
It's all on Forsaken.
Just focus on one buddy now.
But the spike is at his feet.
He knows
these players have to push him. The utility 2 flashes will now no
longer.
Oh,
let's go! Come back, bolte. Let's go. Let's go, भाई. Overconfident बारी पड़ गया PRX के ऊपर. That's it. That's it. And can
will take a loss for the Chinese
EDG, भाई. The best team, bro. Let's go.